This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Of the Tzadeikes Raizel. She's known as Raizel, the Tzadeikes, the mother of the Heilige Chasam Sofer. We know the Mishpacha, the Chasam Sofer, was a special shalsheles, where the Chasam Sofer's family was known to have a special haftacha for many, many generations of being Yireim Ushleimim. So she was married to, of course, Chasam Sofer's father, Reb Shmuel. Her father was Rabbi Chanan, was a Makubal, wrote a parish on the Siddur al Pi Kabbalah. But she was a tzaddikas, she was oisek b'chesed b'chol yoim. She davened with the minyan 3 times a day, including on her last day of her life. She was makbid to daven with the minyan 3 times a day. She didn't have children for many years. 10 years passed, she didn't have children. Her husband made up with her, he's going to give her a get. It was a Tainus Esther. Tainus Esther, an Ish Kadosh, comes over to her. Reb Seligman, who I believe is buried somewhere here as well. He was like Ben Azai. He was a Bachar. He was Ma'utif B'Taos Tefillin. He said, don't worry, Raizel. You will conceive tonight. This was Tainus Esther. Hafla V'Fela. When was the Chasam Sofer conceived? On Purim. Interesting. Chasam Sofer was conceived on Purim. She was pregnant for 7 months. L'mekutaim. Amazingly, Chasam Sofer writes in his drashos for Zayin Adar that even though the Gemara says Noach lo adam shalei nivra, the Gemara says you're better off not being around. You're better off not have been created. That's why the Achronim say. The Bach says, why do I say shalei asani goy, shalei asani oved, shalei asani isha? We should say shasani Yisrael, shasani. Why are we negative? Because we're not going to thank Hashem. He made us Yisrael. Noach lo shalei nivra. So we could say, look, at least now that we're here, shalei asani goy. But Tosfos says that's only Rishonim. But tzaddikim, noach lahem v'noach la'olam. For tzaddikim, they're better off being here. Says the Chasam Sofer, a pella. Most tzaddikim are born before their due date because they want to come out already to Olam Hazeh and do mitzvahs. And the Chasam Sofer himself was born after 7 months. So now, let's think for a moment. She conceived on Zayin, on Purim. Zayin Tishrei, Erev Shabbos, Tafshin Chaf Gimel. Erev Shabbos. In Frankfurt, Amen, in this community, they were Makabel Shabbos early. She sent word to, who's the Rav then? Who's the Rav of Frankfurt? Rav Ramabish. They're in the middle of Kabbalah Shabbos. She said, don't say Boi B'Shalom. A light is coming into the world. I don't want him to come into the world B'Chilo Shabbos. Rav Abish Baruch HaKodesh knew the Chasam Sofer was about to be born. He stopped the davening. He said, wait until the great light comes into the world. Chasam Sofer was born, and the whole community said, Boi B'Shalom Ateres Bala. When the Chasam Sofer recovered from an illness, he said about his mother, Loi asa Elokim davar gadol ba'olam shaloi gila le'imi b'chaloim. That the Rebbe would not do anything in this world until he told my mother first. So, Rabbi Ansel, from France, he sent me some good information about the mother of the Chasam Sofer. So this Raizel, she was an older lady. She hadn't seen the Chasam Sofer in many years. Chasam Sofer was not the Rav in Frankfurt. Chasam Sofer was in Preshburg. She hadn't seen him in years. She said, before I leave this world, maybe you could come visit me, come say hello. One time, Chasam Sofer wanted to go, but he's giving shiurim every day. So Chasam Sofer sent the Shaila to the Bezdin in Frankfurt. And the Bezdin in Frankfurt passed, and you can't come. You can't come. Bittul Torah. Chasam Sofer never saw his mother again. He couldn't go. He's stuck. What could he do? Gadol Talmud Torah, Yoser Mikibud Avayim. She davened with a minyan 3 times a day. She went to shul, Zayin Adar, the last day of her life. After davening, she told her daughter, it's time to pass on to the next world. Bring the Tzadeikesim of the city to surround me at my Petira. Bring me the begadim. And that's how she left this world. So, maybe this is a good makom. We should be zoichet to have banim of banim, oiskim atar v'mitzvahs, yireim ashleimim. And the Chasam Sofer says that if she would have been alive in the times of the Nevi'im, af hi nechshav kamoisav. That if she would have been around in the time of the Nevi'im, she also would have been on that madrega. That the Rebbeinu Shalom did not do anything until first she told the mother of the Chasam Sofer.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.